Hello and welcome to Too Old and Too Slow. First of all, if you subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. And if you just downloaded it and you like the contents, please consider subscribing. Today I'm talking to you from a hotel near Mallory Park. I've come up here to do some testing tomorrow. I came up today because there was an opportunity to get the car set up following the accident I had at Brands Hatch. So I drove up, dropped the car off with Mark Bates, who runs a small team and he's running a friend's car this year. And he took the car to a friend's workshop, a guy called Dave, and they set about getting the car set up and weighed and aligned. I took the opportunity to jump in my road car and drive to BMTR, which is the supplier of tyres for the Classic Formula 4 Championship. Their link is below, and they supplied a set of tyres for me, put them on the rims. My old set of tyres I've put on a spare set of rims I've got, and they'll be standbys just in case if I want to do a bit of testing and want to preserve the life of my number one tyres. Anyway, the car's all set up. It's sitting at the track in the trailer. I'm going to have a bite to eat now, turn in, and then tomorrow morning, up bright and early, go to the track and do some testing. I just hope it stays dry. And welcome to the first day of testing at Mallory Park. I'm in the garage, there's the car. I'm showing the car with a friend of mine, Simon. He's just gone for a quick lap around the track. I'm going to get changed and we'll see how the first session is. It's officially wet. Right, ready to go for a few more laps. This isn't the first laps I did. I did 2 installation laps before this. Unfortunately, that ended up with me spinning just due to the new tyres and the wet surface. Anyway, green flag is on the left, thumbs up from the marshal, and off we go towards Gerrard's in the wet. As you can see, it's probably wet around Gerrard's. I'm looking for a bit of a dry line, but I don't think there is one there. These early laps in testing are all about just checking the systems on the car, checking the oil, water, and making sure the car is handling as it should, especially after the rebuild over the winter. Nice early braking into the S's. Dropping down through the gears into first around the hairpin before heading up the hill towards the Devil's Elbow and then down to the start-finish straight. This is probably about enough for this session. Time to head on to the pits, have a chat with Dave, who's helping me out today, and make a few adjustments with the car. I've just had a cup of coffee. Now time to jump back in the car, strap myself in, and as you can see, the track is starting to dry. Green flag and a thumbs up from the marshal, and off we go, looking for that dry line round Gerrard's. There's a distinct dry line round here, but it is patchy. There's greasy bits a little further on. Left hand side comes a modern Formula Ford. Happy to let him go. As you can see, he's carrying a lot more speed as he launches down towards the S's. feeling my way through the S's, starting to let the speed build a little bit. On the brakes, quick look in the mirror, and I can see Simon bearing down on me. So pull over the left, give him a little wave through and let him go. As you can see, the track's drying out. I'm really starting to feel the effects of the new shocks I had fitted. With the old Armstrong shocks about here, the car would wallow, feel unstable and unbalanced. But with the Spacs, it's settled, controllable, and there's lots of feedback. It's going to take me a little bit of time to build my confidence, but I think this car is going to be so much more drivable this year. Well, we're on the way back from Mallory Park, and as you saw from the GoPro footage, it was an interesting session. The second lap spin I had absolutely related to tyres. The tyres, when they're new, have a releasing agent they put on them, and that's slick. You need to wear that off. And what spun me around was just a brush of power. Anyway, got the car covered in mud. And myself covered in mud as well. Didn't expect that. The drying laps were interesting. The car was feeling together. I didn't push it very hard because there's no point in crashing the car when you're testing. Testing is about making sure the car runs, there's no oil leaks, and the setup is right. And broadly, that's what I've done. So I think the car is pretty much ready for Silverstone. And that's in about 3 weeks' time. So thank you for watching Too Old and Too Slow. Please remember to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. You can always follow me on Instagram. The Instagram address is running below at the moment, so keep up with photos of me driving and also my travels around the world. So without anything else, see you next time in Silverstone.